Why scaling ads too early destroys actual service businesses. If you currently have a service business and you're about to scale ads, or you are already scaling ads, this video is built for you 100%. I'm going to walk you through entire structure, warning signs, what you really need to understand, the entire design around how your business needs to be designed. I'm going to give you absolutely everything on this actual video, so stay till the end. Most importantly, I have seen service businesses destroy the entire infrastructure of their actual business, and most of them don't recover just because they scaled ads too early, which destroy the entire business itself. So for this not to happen to you, watch this video till the end, okay? So let me start with the actual story. A few years ago, I watched a smart business owner ruin a good business in less than actual 90 days. Not because he was lazy, he was really super hardworking, intelligent as well, and smart about his business. Not because he was bad at sales, not because his offers sucked. He ruined it because ads started actually working. Leads came in, calls were booked, revenue jumped. So he thought, let's pour more gasoline on this, okay? He doubled ad spend, and 3 months later, maybe about 3 to 4 months actually, cash flow was negative, the team was overwhelmed, the clients were unhappy, refunds increased, and stress was constant. The business never actually recovered. He closed the business down, now he's starting another business, but he gave him the actual lesson. So I don't want this to happen to you as well, because I know sometimes like we need so much patience to actually scale the business. Let's say we are currently doing about 50K a month and really want to get to that 100K a month. We want to get to that 200K a month, right? And obviously we have capital, so we can invest in ads. But hold on, I want you to first, before you go anywhere near like ad spend, I want you to watch this video. Super important. I don't want you to destroy your business. I have seen this again and again. It's like a pattern I see happening. It's like where the impatient founder scales the business, ads start working, clients start coming in, revenue jumps up, and suddenly the business just totally breaks. Okay. So, and today I'm going to explain you exactly what happens and how to make sure it never happens to you. So, what you will actually learn in this video. By the end of this training, you will understand 6 things. Number 1, why ads hide broken actual systems, the real prerequisites before actually scaling. Number 3, how early ads create false confidence. Number 4, when paid traffic actually works. 5, how to scale without burning cash. And number 6, how serious founders use ads and as leverage, not actually crutches. Okay, this will save you years of actual pain, because what I'm about to give you, I made the same mistake. I was about 50K in, 60K in, start scaling ads, I got over 150K, and then suddenly my business started to really break. And I couldn't understand why. So the reason I made this video is because I was in the same shoes. I have seen so many other entrepreneurs are being in the same shoes, coaches, consultants, agency owners, and service businesses. So I don't want this to happen to you currently, okay? So the big lie about ads, here's the line. Ads grow businesses. They actually don't. And a serious business owner will actually tell you, okay, that they don't grow businesses. What they do, ads amplify actual businesses. It shows the real systems behind the actual business. Whatever you are, good or bad, ads will make it bigger. If your business currently is really weak, it will break your business. If your systems is weak, ads will expose it and it will break it. And it's not really enjoyable. So why ads feel like actual solution? When you are stuck at 5K to 15K a month, life feels really heavy. You're posting content, DMing people, chasing leads, doing sales yourself. Ads feel like the freedom. Finally, led without actual effort. But that's an illusion, okay? The real function of ads do one thing. They buy attention, okay? That's it. That's all you're doing. You are buying more attention. That's why posting content is not sexy, because you're not seeing like thousands of people watching your videos, engaging, commenting, and they want to book all these calls. But when you go on ads, it's like the fast truck to actually buying attention. It's like you buy a boatload of actual attention, okay? So they do not fix your bad offers, weak sales, poor delivery, founder chaos, or no systems, right? They cannot fix that. The only thing they actually can fix is giving more attention to your business, okay? So they just send more people into actual mess. That's what usually happens. If you have bad systems, bad offer, weak sales, poor delivery, you may get some clients coming on to you, but just because you don't have everything else fixed inside the business, there's no documentation, no systemization, no SOPs, have nothing happening inside, it's just gonna actually break your business, okay? So the 4 systems you must have first before you scale ads. These must exist, okay? So number 1, proven offer. Not kind of works. Like I have here, like a lot of coach consultants, when agency owners, when they come to us, is like, guys, like, hey, what's your offer? Does it work? Is it validated? Like, it kind of works. I got 1 client, 2 clients. It kind of works. I have 3 clients there the other day, and then like it's kind of good. A validated offer, right? Proof means consistent sales, not like 5 sales 1 month, the other month you didn't do any sales. Consistent sales, multiple months, different traffic sources, predictable close rate. that's a validated offer because that offer is now tested. Okay, if organic doesn't work, ads will not save you because it has to work organically before you can actually scale with ads. Okay, a stable sales process. You must know who qualifies, how calls run, why people buy, and why they don't. If sales depend on your mood, don't scale. Don't even touch ads. Delivery capacity. Can you handle 2x clients currently? Can you handle 3x clients? Can you handle 5x clients, right? Without actual chaos, without you grabbing your hair and ripping your hair out and going really crazy and like, how do I going to fulfill them? I need the solution. Like without you jumping to the books, without you start buying and purchasing courses and just to find out how to fulfill your clients, right? If that's currently, if you say, hey, 2x, maybe 5x, no, don't scale. No, not even near. Don't go even near that. Okay, it's gonna kill you. I can guarantee. Clean unit economics, right? You must know cost per lead, cost per call, cost per client, gross margins, and lifetime value. You need to know them. If you don't know your numbers, you are gambling. Don't go near that. But if you say, hey, but I'm DMing, so there's no cost per lead. Well, there is cost per lead. Like, what does it really cost you to fulfill that client? What does it actually cost you to get that client? Because the cost is not only economical, in sense of actual dollars and cents, it's actually also like what it costs you in time wise. Okay, you need to know them. You know the economics, you need to know the numbers behind the business. If you don't know them, you're just gambling. So why early ads destroy margins? Here's what happens. You spend 2K, you maybe make 4K, that feels great. Like you doubled the actual investment. But if you spend 10K, made 12K, that becomes really a panic. Okay? Margins shrink, stress grows, you are working more for actually less. When you can double your income, it's completely different. But when you are just getting, like, let's say you spend 10K to make 12K, that's not really economically right, because what happened is your margins have shrinked, your stress grows, and like your business starts to break. So the false product market fit trap, okay? Ads can fake success as well. You think my offer works, but reality ads are forcing volume. Remove ads and revenue disappears. That's not a fit. That's an artificial life support. Okay, so you really need to understand, like, you need to have an offer in such a place, even when you give it to organically to somebody, they want to actually buy it. Not because there's like volume of people, and some of those volume of people are really desperate for your actual solution. They're just desperate. Otherwise, they won't even touch your solution. The 3 stages of ad readiness, right? So stage 1 is survival, 0 to 15K months, right? So this is like you focus is organic, outbound referrals, and manual sales. The goal here is to actually learn the entire processes, to understand how the organic really works, how the outbound works, how the referral work, how the manual sales work, how does your fulfillment works, how strong is your fulfillment, how well do you understand your each client, like who do you actually want to work and who do you not want to work. And the only way to really find that out is by you diving deeper, looking at each client that you currently have, asking yourself the questions, would I love to work with 100 clients like this? That's the question. If you if you say like, F that, I don't want to work with 100 clients like that, then it's probably you need to change your client avatar. But if you're like, hey, I love this, I can fulfill it, it's great, simple, standardized, I can make it happen, great. If you have good clients coming in, you really like the clients, but you can't fulfill them, again, fulfillment systems. We need to really look in your fulfillment, right? Stage 2, stability. That is like around 15K to 50K a month. Okay, so your focus here is process, retention, margins, and documentation. The goal is here to actually start systemizing your business so you can start early to actually scale your business, okay? And then stage 3 is the actual scale, what I just said. So now ads make sense because the foundation really exists. You need to have strong foundations, systems, SOPs, system operational protocols inside of your business. You need to have lead scorecards, you need to have like fulfillment scorecards, you need to have risk scorecards. Everything needs to be really scored inside of your business in order for you to successfully scale your business without adding like hundreds of grams of actual stress, okay? Because if your fulfillment is not organized, if your fulfillment is all over the place, if your fulfillment doesn't have scorecards, if you don't understand the risk between a good client and a bad client, it's like what you are doing, you're just setting yourself up for actual failure, right? And I have seen that all the time happens. So the most important thing that you need to really understand here is that in order for you to really scale your ads, you need to understand, number 1, your numbers, but number 2, understand, can you fulfill? Do you have like systemized process? Let's say if I walk inside of your business, can you give me something that I straight away understand how to do it? Or will you just tell me, help me with this, and do that, and do that? Or do you really have a training process, systemized process that I can go through and I'm like, hey, boom, I understand exactly what I need to do. right? Because if you do have that, then you can scale, because then you can also add more people, okay? So how serious founders use ads? Professionals use ads to stabilize demand, smooth volatility, test offers, and control growth, right? Not to save the actual business itself. Using AI, you can use AI to actually prepare for ads. Smart founders use AI to analyze funnels, model margins, predict CIC, and review scripts, and also optimize creatives, right? AI is like a risk reduction from the actual entire process of scaling ads, okay? So like use AI as well. Super important is like he can also AI can help you to better understand the numbers in your ads as well, and help you to understand what's working, what's not working, so you can actually adjust to it and adapt to it. But it's really important that you understand what it really takes to scale ads, right? And what business, like what type of business you need to have, and how ad ready business you need to have before you scale ads. I have seen people that have super weak fulfillment. Like they're doing custom one-on-one, and he has a couple clients coming in, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna scale ads because that's gonna really help me to have a bigger business, better business, and I can have people coming in and start working for me. Because what in their mind they're thinking, more revenue, I can start hiring. Right, you have more revenue, you can hire somebody in, but like how are they gonna execute? Do you have the training? Do you have the training? Do you have the documentation? Do you have the system operational protocols? Do you have system operational execution? Do you have everything around that when somebody walks into the side of the business, they're not guessing? They don't call you every 5 seconds or every 5 minutes to ask you, what do you think I should do here? Like, do you have systems in place? If not, you're shooting yourself in the foot, and please do not scale ads because you're just gonna kill yourself, okay? So the safe ad scaling framework. Here's the framework, right? Step 1, validate organically. Make money without ads first. If you can do it, if you can make some money without ads first, great. Step 2, document everything, like your sales, delivery, support, onboarding. If you can systemize this, document every single step. When somebody walks in, you can really walk them through and everything. Boom, great. You have a good, ready business to scale with ads, okay? But not there yet. Come on. Step 3, start small, right? $20 to $50 a day, because you have to go through the learning curve. Okay, can you spend $20 to $50 learning, adjusting, understanding the numbers, let your AI to also help you with the numbers as well? Super important. So take baby steps, because once, it's no point to throw love gasoline on the ads without you really understanding the ads, the numbers, what each number indicates, like what's your click-through rate, what's your cost per lead, like what's the cost per acquisition, like what's this click-through rate. Like you need to understand the numbers, okay? So start small, so you understand the numbers, you can learn, you can adjust, you can adapt, and then you can become better with ads as well. Step 4, measure weekly, right? Track ROAS, CIC, close rate, churn, and refunds as well, okay? And then step 5, scale gradually. 20 to 30% increases, not 200%. Like I have seen a business guy, has some money saved before, he was in a corporate, had some good savings, I think I had like 300K in savings, started his own business, all good, had like 2-3 clients coming from organically. The guy was like kind of like impatient to organically a little bit grow the business, had some content, was posting a little bit of content, but not enough content to where he got a lot of attraction, attention, and like was taking clients in organically from the content. So what ended up happening, he spent like I think in the first month he showed like 25K in ads. Like he had it's probably not 200%. It was probably like 500-700% increase in actual clients coming into the business. And what ended up happening, because he didn't have all the fulfillment right, he didn't have all the systems right, so he took all these clients, and because he was charging them hourly, and he came out with like the program that charged him like 2K, and so like what ended up happening was like he's doing also the closes and everything, he closing himself as well. He had like 2K package, and for some clients he was also like increasing the price to 5K, which was great. But then what ended up happening was like he had all these clients piled up on his actual shoulders without him knowing how to actually fulfill them, because he was working one-on-one. Like he made custom packages for each one of them. And so like without standardized actual fulfillment, like most businesses break, and his business broke as well, okay? So warning signs that's gonna show you that you are not ready, right? Let's watch this video to the end now. Okay, so if this is you, please pause, please, I beg you, do not go to do near ads, okay? Have huge experience. I have lost thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars on actual ads just by doing things that I'm not supposed to do. I have failed at businesses, I have lost clients, I have lost systems. I know what I'm talking about, okay? So if this is you, pause. You are not the only closer, okay? Like if you're not the only closer, you have another closer, think about it, how well is your closing? Okay, first think about how well is your closing, can you actually close? If you really struggle with closing, don't do it yet. It's no point. Another thing is, if you are the only closer inside of your business, also don't do it, okay? If you have somebody, your close rate is not so well, like you need to fix that before you add ads. If you're the only closer, also don't do it, okay? Clients complain often, right? If your clients, like, they're kind of not happy with the fulfillment, there's a lot of gaps and a lot of cracks inside the business, please don't do it. Don't do it. You're not ready yet. Margins are really thin. Don't do it. Systems are undocumented. Don't do it. Because, like, that's really important. Systems that have to be documented, they have to be systemized in order for you to really scale. If that's not there yet, don't do it. Revenue fluctuates widely. Don't do it. Fix the first, scale later. Like, fix this first. If you can fix this first, then later you can scale, you'll be more happier because your business is in a good place. Don't scale because you're impatient to get to all the revenue, get the money, and have the lifestyle and have the business and la la la. First, it's important that we fix really your business. Like, we need to fix this fulfillment, systemization, SOPs, everything. Once that's done, you're good to go. You're golden. Without that, you're just putting a lot of risk, right? It's like, let me ask you a question. Would you build a business again? Like, obviously, if you're 1 year in the business and you're like, yeah, I can build it again. But let's say you're 5 years building reputation, have things already working for you. You have some scale. You may be 50K in, like, you're consistently doing 50K. Like, would you really risk everything to lose everything just to increase some margins? No. Probably the answer is no. So that's why first fix everything so you have unbreakable fulfillment, standardization. If somebody's coming inside of your business to work with you, they already understand, clear as day, what they need to be doing, what's the communication like, what's the core values like, everything, okay? So the psychology of premature scaling, okay? Founders scale too early because of actual ego, comparison, and impatience, and fear of missing out. None of these are actually what will scale businesses and build businesses. And none of these people, these ego-driven founders, are building businesses. Okay? What ends up happening is they lose businesses because they were impatient, their ego. They saw, like, their competitor is driving a Ferrari and they're not driving a Ferrari, and they thought, like, because he's running ads and I'm not running ads, what's standing in between the way of me getting what I want in my life, the material, and getting the money and getting all of this, is running ads. And then what they did, they just went and exploded ads, and without understanding that maybe that competitor had a fulfillment system standardized, they have a lot of systemization before they actually scale. And so what happened, you let your ego to drive. Maybe you look around the industry and be like, hey, a lot of people running ads and I need to run ads because all of them are making way more money than I am, and I know I can make the same money. But listen, you don't know every single business in and out. Most of these guys that are running ads, they're like kind of shooting themselves every single day, because I know some of them come to us for the solution and they are dying every day fulfilling people. They're literally dying there on the spot fulfilling so many people, okay? So, like, don't look at it. Look at your business first. Comparison, like, don't compare, right? And then impatience, like, don't be patient with your business. Because be patient. Because you're letting your business to grow. It's the same as a tree. Be patient when the tree is growing. So, why patient wins? Every great company mastered operations first, marketing second. The shitty companies, I'm gonna be honest, they do first marketing. They get few clients. They tell the clients how to do the testimonials. They market. They do ad. They do everything to get new clients, and then their fulfillment really sucks. Okay. So you need to first do operations and then marketing. The long-term view: ads are a multiplier, right? Systems are the foundation. Multiply 0 and you still get 0. If you have weak system, you multiply by more weak systems, you get still weak system. Okay, it's like what you are doing. It's like, let's say you have a house. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Let's say you have a house, and the house has really weak foundation because you maybe had workers that really were slacking and they didn't build a good foundation. And so the house can only hold, let's say, 5 people without actually breaking down, okay? Without actually collapsing. The house can only hold 5 people. And now what you do, you throw a huge house party and you invite 100 people. Now the house is going to 100% break, like, collapse, okay? Or even if you invite 10 people, there's a huge risk it's going to collapse. And the same with ads. Think about, if you don't have strong foundation, you have 5 people inside of in the business, you add more people, eventually it's going to collapse. Okay, so super important that you know. If you remember one thing, remember this: ads don't create businesses, they reveal them, and they show the reality of what the actual systems look like in that business. Build the strong foundation first and then scale with ads, and you will have absolutely no problem whatsoever. Okay. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. You're gonna help me so much with the algorithm. Subscribe to my channel, because I have mentioned on my intro video, I'm giving all this knowledge away. I've been building business for 13 years. My first job was in actual sales. At that point, I really understood what actually grows businesses. I have been failing so many times that you can probably count. I have built successful businesses, spent well over hundreds of thousands on like mentorship and education and so on and so forth, probably near a million. I want you to subscribe to my channel because I want to give you all the right knowledge. But when you subscribe, you also will help other people find my knowledge, find the actual channel, so I can help them also to grow the business and understand the ins and outs of what it really needs to be. Another thing is, like, if you currently have a business and you're 50K a month, or maybe even like 15K a month, and you really want to scale your business, but you really don't know like what systems you need to install in your business, and you're looking for something to give you like an intake and a different perspective, on the bio you can go click the link, you can click and book in a diagnosis call. It's not a sales call, nothing to sell you. I don't even want you to buy anything. We just want to help you to get a better diagnosis call on the diagnosis, right? Sometimes even jump on a call myself because I love to do this for a living. It like gives me purpose to wake up the next day. But yeah, so jump there if you are really willing to understand what's happening inside your business. Book in a diagnosis call. We will analyze the demand, conversion. We will look also at delivery. We also will look at decision making. We'll look absolutely at everything, and then we will give you exactly what is happening and what you need. And if for some reason, let's say you say, hey, can you do it? We may look at the numbers and we may look at some things if we can actually help you. Most of the time, like 80%, probably no. But let's say you really have a good model and we can really help you, then we maybe we'll say yes. But first off, if you just want the diagnosis itself, you can just go book that into the bio, and then we can help you to actually diagnose your business much better, okay? Anyway, with that being said, subscribe to my channel, like, comment. If you have anything that you want me to build content around, comment that down below, and I will make sure that I will make content around that.